Hello, sir. Who are you and what do you do?
My name is Daniel Nichols, and I'm the president of Victory Tech, which is an advanced technical institute located in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
Very cool, very cool. Now, I met you here at the Recruiter Summit here in Orlando, Florida. You had a lot of good things to say about the military and recruiting and that kind of thing. What would you say are some do's and don'ts about hiring military personnel?
The major do with hiring military is to be authentic. Military can smell out, sense those that just they want a picture with the person who's in military. You know, they want to be kind of known and associated with military, and that's being authentic is the do, and being inauthentic with military is the biggest don't in military hiring and recruiting. It's just understand what they've done for the country, and they're not looking for a handout. They're looking for just an opportunity to show they've got the skills to fill a position.
So it'll be valued for who they are, what they bring to the table, not just because the company wants to do the right thing. Do you think companies do that a lot?
Yes, I think a lot of companies over this last decade plus of war that we've experienced have become very adept at utilizing that military for branding purposes, and it should be anything but that, because we strongly believe that military better off for having served.
Sure.
You're better off for having served, and I think there's been way too much messaging around let's do the patriotic thing and let's help these people who really need help. That's not the case. You've got great skills, especially great leadership skills, but not just leadership skills, great technical skills to do the jobs that America needs and do it on time and under stress and all of those things.
Now, during your presentation, you mentioned something about when you were at Congress and you were testifying to Congress about the training that they get in the military, something along those lines. Go into a little bit more detail about that, or
last year in 2012 in the springtime, I testified before Congress about a bill that would connect emergency medical technicians to those that are in the military into those jobs around the states. And it's an issue that has not been resolved. The chief evidence of that is that in 2011, if you look at the unemployment statistics for the Army especially, but all the branches kind of look at that, the top three, the third highest position in the military that was unemployed after they got out of the Army was the medic, the military medic, which makes no sense. We've done studies, there have been plenty of studies that show that the skills that they have translate very easily into civilian life. And in fact, they've got phenomenal skills that often go beyond what the civilian requirements are. The key challenge is that military training from the Department of Defense is simply not accepted as accredited training by a lot of national entities or by states for the purpose of licensure. And so you've got this training that has no meaning, which means service members have to use GI Bill or other benefits to go back to school to train on things they already know how to do well.
Do you think this training will be accredited and go through the system and all that good stuff?
I think we're still a good ways off, and part of the reason for the government to figure it out. I mean, that's just being honest.
Sure,
I think it's going to take some time. I do believe the House passed that. They're going to have to re-look at it again this year. A number of states have taken these sorts of reciprocity agreements and put them into place. Florida has a piece that they passed a couple of years ago. Virginia probably was one of the leading states on it. But I think you've got to find our hospital systems like this, Florida Hospital where we're at today, that can take the lead, that can build the pathways, put people into jobs that make sense for them while they're figuring out all the licensure and the challenges around that. That's why I'm down here to help out.
Thank you, sir, so much for your time. I do appreciate it.
Thank you. Have a great one.
Thank you so much. Talk to you soon.